And so we're now going to start the last expansion. There's obviously many treasure hunts to do. As you can see, incredible number of these. Maybe we'll do these too. And so let's go with the secondary quest first of all. So search for Moreau's grave at Orlemer's cemetery using your witch senses. And so that's exactly where we are going now. So where is the cemetery? It looks to me that it just wants me to come here and it doesn't say much about anything.
Filling your coin purse, village.
Search Moreau's grave at Orlemer's cemetery. Okay, maybe this cemetery is somehow indicated on the map. It looks like it's not indicated on the map, unfortunately. And that's the exact place where we have to go. I don't know why nothing triggers. I suspect that I'll just have to check this mission out once more. Would you look at that, a murder or just something? Let's walk around this town a little bit. Maybe there's a small cemetery.
Will be free again. Master Witcher, there's an open burial ground in the caverns near about some cops, and a heap of monsters roaming about it.
Radovid is
There are a lot of them
ready.
beasties.
The Xena will be ours again tomorrow.
Oh, now I get it. That cemetery. It's in another land whatsoever. It probably is, yeah, and that's what this was all about. It was showing me to the fast travel location solely so that I would travel to this faraway land. Obviously, as you can see, this faraway land is still unexplored, and so we'll have to explore this. There is incredible number of places for us to visit, monsters to kill, and so on and so forth. And probably, I guess, first of all, we should go and do these missions. Maybe. Investigate the story of Professor Moreau to unlock the ability to undergo mutations and gain new powers. So that's exactly what we are doing now. So let's go and get ourselves some more powers before we move any further. Because killing all those monsters with some new powers would probably be so much more interesting. And look at that, a bunch of drowners. These drowners weren't that tough at all. Now, where could I find his grave? I have no idea. That's just simply a fast travel point. I'm sure I walked all this way around already. Many trees that I can pick stuff. Finally I found somebody there. As you can see, a dead body. Letter is soaked through and falling apart, can be able to reread. It looks like it was just... It looked like it was just another quest. Nothing special. I'm finding quite a lot of stuff here, but no indication of a grave. Does that mean we have to go to each and every one of these gravestones? I don't know. Obviously somebody was digging a grave there. I'm sure I walked around each and every stone indicated in the area, but I couldn't find anything as of yet. I do wonder how well hidden it actually is. And does it have anything to do with one of these? No, it seems they're locked. There's no way to enter them. Would you look at that? Pablo Sabic. Now I get it. We have to go to the stones and look for Moreau's name. Nicholas Swede. Caroline Satire. Marcus. Not what I'm looking for. We've already been there. Let's move forward. This guy, Christian, Patrick. We need Morose, Martin, Philip. Still nothing. Patrick, Martin. Nothing written on that stone. Hirondella. 3H. What about this? Pierre maybe, and Alexandra perhaps. Well, that was very unique, wasn't it? So, obviously, looking for the grave, it's not going to be as easy as I thought. Thomas Moreau, Professor. And so we found him.
Inscriptions in elder speech. Salvation lies not in Dolnevde, but in our hearts. Glory be to Eldarin.
We can already see him there.
Professor's journal's long gone. Guess somebody else found out about it too. Should look around, see if I can find something else.
Looks like a dead end to me.
Professor certainly can't do much to help me with my search.
Okay, but we got some tracks.
Narrow and shallow. Somebody small, light. Woman maybe? Wonder where they lead.
A very, very nice place this is indeed. Let's move on.
Damn it, trail breaks off. Wonder if the grave robber learned more than I did. Won't learn anything else here. Map Yen sent me will have to do. Also, Epitaph mentioned both Eldarin and Dolnevde, Valley of the Nine.
Look at that. We'll be facing these soldiers now. Looks like they're French. It freezes them, but very quickly they regain their ability to fight once again. Check the location of Nav D on the map Yennefer sent you. Really? Okay. Check the location of FD on the map. Jennifer sent you. What's that? What's that? Did I press on something? It looks like I did. Check the location. Okay. Now that sounds intriguing. Check the location on the map, Jennifer sent you. Now, I can only assume that that map is somewhere in my inventory, right? Nothing else I can think of.
Site marked on the map's all wet now. San Retour flows through there. Must be where the Valley of Murdering once lay.
And so
explore the location.
And so I've opened the only map that I could instantaneously see, and hopefully it worked out. And now we'll be heading to that location. I wonder what kind of Witcher mutations we can get in the end. I already see a bunch of enemies lurking out. Okay, we'll just have to go to that direction. Where's my saddle? Oh, they're fighting me. Or what? Oh, that's not bad. They are tough plants, I see. Let's go, Roach. Let's move.
Ages. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Exactly. Maybe next time, right? And so we'll probably be heading to that castle over there, I suspect. Search for the entrance to the professor's laboratory in the flooded ruins of the Valley of the Nine. Okay, so I shall do so. Go there. Oh no. Did I just miss it? It looks like I missed it pretty good, indeed.
Slower.
Look at that, there's somebody there, but it looks like it's just another soldier. Nothing special. Very beautiful panorama of that city. I like that. More and more monsters all over the place. And so we'll finally be heading there. And would you look at that? Let's go in. I'm sure that's the entry into Professor's laboratory. Besides that, this place looks awesome anyway. It's underneath water, so obviously at some point it means that it wasn't flooded. That gave me a few crowns. Locked, and so it requires a key. Okay. I do wonder if the key can be looted from here. Probably not. I'm sure that it has something to do with something else, with the mission itself, probably. What else? These dead bodies could surely hold the key. I wonder why it's in red. Normally only mission related items or so have red indication, and so it seems I never picked up the key. And this entrance, it looks like it was a fall entrance. I suspect so. We just have to go back and explore those beautiful ruins once again and try to get into the laboratory. And guess what? It looks like it was a gate. And so we'll be heading into the gate and probably we'll end up in the laboratory. Well, guess what?
Grave robber must have found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store.
Obviously, it's just another elven ruin.
Spikes.
Whoa.
Sixth sense of humor someone's got.
Oh. Oh, that had to hurt. That had to hurt pretty bad. And boom! All that blood. Whoa. Was there anything? No. Let's go there anyway. Ooh. That's got to hurt. Oh, that's got to hurt. Okay. Search the ruins, and so that's exactly what we're doing. Picking up all kinds of stuff. Let's move forward. It looks like I'm trapped there. Okay, it looks like it was a trap. No matter. We'll pick something that it has dropped. You'll never know. And find a way into Professor Moreau laboratory. I kinda suspect that's the way. We have to fall down. But I don't know, obviously. First of all, let's check whatever's there. I'm picking up all kinds of herbs, whatever. I just kind of got I feel to do so after I couldn't find the right ingredients for my potions. I felt that I need to look for something. Would you look at that? We finally found something here. Professor Moreau diary. Okay. He obviously was here some time ago. That's another trap. With these nothing, but they do have some nice loot there. No box, no treasure chest, no nothing. Fully shelves. Had so much and lost everything.
Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself.
Okay. You just probably have to go down using that. And what do we have else? Go deeper into the ruins, and so we will undoubtedly try to. I wonder, can I use that rope together? I suspect not. No, there's nothing else that could actually help me.
Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself.
I suspect there's no way for me to get down. There's something here.
Of course. Locked. Notes I found mention 4 protruding stones. Gotta press them somehow. Crossbow, maybe? Could try to hit them.
Turn and face the strange. Find a way to open these doors. Okay, okay. So it wants me to hit it first, and so let's try to do so. That opened a part. As you can see, I have to stand probably facing it if I want to hit it. And so it has opened another part. The question, no, that's not all. There's 2 more parts there that must be opened. Done. And so there's 1 more to trigger. The only question is where I can find it. I don't see one. Nor that I can hit it. Well, that's probably going to be a problem here. Something not so obvious. Oh, right there. Finally got it. Done. It looks like
Did it.
this will open the wall. Find Professor Moreau's laboratory.
Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around.
Okay.
Impressive. This just decoration or
Or a trap.
Yeah, figured as much.
Figured as much indeed. Now it seems we have to find a way to go forward. And so let's use it. That should open us the
Great.
gate.
Portals. This just keeps getting better. Damn it. Back where I started.
Really? It looks like we have to go to the right portal, I guess.
Damn it. Back where I started.
What if you go back?
Damn it. Wrong again. Could be some clue around here.
Maybe there is a clue. Let's go to this gate right there first. And it seems we did it.
Alright. Gotta find the next portal.
And these portals are numerous indeed.
Damn it. Back where I started.
So it seems it's a maze, and we just have to work out the maze. As you can see, the professor.
Alright. Gotta find the next portal. Damn it. Back where I started.
Had a thing with his desire to reach.
Right. Gotta find the next portal.
His base of operations. I'm sure it's the portal that's in front of us that we actually need to go to, but I have no idea how to get there. And we would only it would only take us a little bit further. I'm sure I already took the ones on the sides, and so it seems that it has led me nowhere. I'm gonna try climbing these, but it seems that Witcher won't work this.
all face in one direction. The right portal, maybe?
The right portal. Well, that's definitely the right portal, indeed. No doubts about that. But what do we do here? It takes us...
How to find the next portal.
It takes us here. If we go to the ones on the sides...
Damn it, back where I started.
It doesn't really work out, right? I already been here, but I'm just going to
How to find the next portal.
try again.
Statues seem oddly oriented, as if to all face in one direction. Right. The right portal, maybe? Portal.
As you can see, I suspect that's the portal. The only question is, how do we get there? If these rocks are blocking the entry, so it's not that difficult, right? However, there shouldn't be these foolish rocks making things difficult. Okay, I'm gonna go down and see if I can climb this. As you can see, I can. So it wasn't entirely about the portals. Let's move on.
Alright, now to find the next portal.
And what's on offer? We will probably have to go to the one that's once again facing the statue, and that's this one. And I was right.
Must be where Moreau had his lab.
The use of which senses to search the laboratory. And so I will pick up all kinds of stuff. I do wonder, where exactly is this? It's probably somewhere deep within the Elven, within the old Elven realm. I don't know why, but for some reason it's not interacting.
Crystals. Should mount them in the megascope. Missing 2 crystals.
Okay, use your witcher senses to search the laboratory.
Just need to pick an entry.
Alright. No crystal. Third entry, no crystal. So let's put it in the first. I wonder what's that all about.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the Witchers my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me.
Okay, let's use the third entry. It had no crystal too.
Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell.
Time will tell. And so let's try the 5th entry. I wonder what's that going to be all about.
Years of experiments, research, sacrifice, all for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome. What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations, further augmented his speed and strength, rendered him yet more inhuman. It seems my son must remain a witcher forever. I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back. The contraption and mutagens I leave here, let them wither and crumble, as did my dreams of regaining my son.
And so he failed.
So the professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure.
Exactly. Let's summarize.
So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations. Only managed to enhance them, though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt.
Optional. Find the missing megascope crystals. 2 of them can be found. As you can see, I found one. We can check this.
This crystal must go here. Missing one last crystal.
Okay, I'm gonna check for the
Oro
last.
must have kept his son in here. Grim.
Last crystal. I do wonder why did he keep his son there?
Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics.
An introduction to research. Okay. Finally, we have the crystal, and let's see.
Just need to pick an entry.
And so we had the 1st, 3rd. We didn't have the 2nd and the 4th, so let's go with the 2nd.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity.
So that's exactly how he made him stronger. And let's see the last one, the 4th that we haven't seen.
Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
And so we shall.
Seen enough.
We definitely seen enough. As you can see, there's somebody
Guessing
in here.
this man didn't come here willingly.
Yeah, I suspect, as you can see, he wasn't such a good man after all. Let's read that. The so-called giant centipedes are my only comfort in exile. Greater green mutagen.
Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up?
Interestingly, it looks like he was cooking somebody inside in here. Spreading something, some kind of a maybe fume or heat or cold, whatever, right?
Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up.
Well, I'm sure they were. As you can see, there's a chance for
Preserved
us
organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up.
to open another gate. There's some kind of a letter here. Unfortunately, it's too unimportant. I don't find a way to turn this on myself, but I already see that there was a hole out there. But that's probably how we are going to get back in here. And so let's go. Acquire a mutated giant centipede albumin. Okay. And so we'll go in and we'll search for this.
Someone's awake and she's not in a good
Okay. Oh wow. It looks like one. There's quite a few of them here. This place is very, very dangerous. Where is it? And so we have probably male and female.
Need your eggs.
Or just females. So,
Come on.
Did we fail to acquire everything we needed? Seems so, but it's unclear. Let's just move forward. I suspect there were no eggs yet. Burning them when they show up is the way to do it. They make truly interesting sounds. Here's the eggs. We found it. And from here we can go back. Done. Soon we should be able to probably increase our own power. Place the mutated giant centipede in Professor Moreau's contraption and start the machinery. Alright. This is where it goes. Turn and face the strange. And it seems that we're going in.
Training and machinery wearing full gear. How do I start it up? Drop my armor, leave my weapons.
Okay. Let's do so then. And jump in.
Professor's mutagens might work on me as they did on his son. Well, time to find out.
Time to find out indeed. That should make me much stronger, I suspect. He looks a little tougher, but a muscle can't grow that fast, can it? So he probably is just fine. You have unlocked the mutation system. Mutations let you gain new capabilities, increasing your advantage over normal men and giving you an added edge in killing monsters. To learn more, open character panel. Alright. Let's find. Here it is. No. No. BS3 tutorial characters. Crafting, alchemy. Inventory, quests, character, meditation. Now, mutagens. C. Okay, this is what it was all about. Mutation research. To use mutations, first you must research them. To do this, choose one of the available mutations. Deadly counter sword attacks deal 25% more damage to human opponents immune to counterattacks and monsters. In all other cases, if the attacker's vitality is less than 25%, a counterattack immediately triggers a finisher. Okay, for mutation research to finish successfully, you must devote the required number of ability points and mutagens to it. I see. To develop advanced mutations, you must first develop other more basic ones. Information about this can be found in the mutations description. Signs can deal critical hits. Their critical hit chance and damage increase with sign intensity. Currently 127% chance to deal an additional 1067% damage. Opponents killed by critical hits from signs explode. Each time you are injured in melee combat, the attacking opponent receives damage in the amount of 1.5% of the damage dealt for every point of your toxicity level, currently 1.5% to a maximum. Improved by researching mutations, each stage unlocks an additional ability slot. Deadly counter sword attacks deal 25% damage to human opponents. Obviously, that's not such a big deal, right? Human opponents isn't what I'm mostly combating. And so enter research mutation. I need a greater red mutagen and lesser mutagen, greater red mutagen. So it seems that it's not going to be as simple as one may think. And so it's gonna take some time to actually work all of these out. Attack power. I do wonder if they're all kind of work together. I would like to have as much attack power increased as possible. And so I would go with that, but I need a greater mutagen. Obviously I have to, but if I just have them with me, that would give me a great advantage anyway, as you can see. So it's fine. Over time, maybe I will become much stronger. And so things will work out my way. Order of the Flaming Rose. That's not bad, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's go with a bunch of shoes. And let's stay like that for now. I think that chain skirt kind of works out just fine. Leave.
A power cell for portals. Feels dead. Maybe a sign will revive it.
Okay, let's see. It seems that it will. And that got into the water. As you can see, we cleared a lot of these. It's enough swimming. It's time for you to get out of there. And so now we'll be heading to another quest. Visit Gulam in the medic tent. Let's go there and speak with him. There's a barber's, so we should probably go and have a chat with him too. It's probably in this tent.
Girl permanentation, hair rejuvenation, dandruff annihilation.
Exactly.
Welcome, my good sir.
Need a bit of grooming.
As you can see with time, Witcher need a clean shave. So as you can see in time, Witcher grows his hair. Okay, hair is unkept, loosely gathered, tied behind the head, shaved head and ponytail, long and loose, loose not too long, shaved on the side, short on top, and the ponytail, elven rebel cut. Okay, farewell.
My time's up. So long.
And so
Hair rejuvenation, dandruff annihilation.
that's going to keep us for a while. The hair will grow back anyway.
Good man, I need a fresh set of shoes for my mount.
Look at that.
At your service, sir. The
How
racing
might I
model
aid?
is one I recommend. Light, durable, and a mere 50 crowns apiece. Hammer,
clang, clang, clangety,
music to a smithy's ear.
And
Ah, a professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
we do indeed. Brought something for me, will you? What are you
What
selling?
have you got there?
Let's see, what do you have there? Indeed, obviously some of these swords are out of my league because they would require so much higher level, but they do look a little bit crusade to me. That is very unique. Crossbows. And my current crossbows don't deal that much damage. I'll buy one of these. to Saint Knight's Warhammer, why not? And most of this stuff can go actually for me. Indeed, I don't need it, and he, as you can see, is very rich indeed. And so most of these can go. I don't really need them. This item cannot be sold for some reason. I could gladly get rid of most of the stuff out there, especially the duplicates. Iris, wow. Okay, would you look at that? Caretaker spade. Surely you can have it. Now it seems that we are a little bit in a better shape now with all those new weapons. Okay, he was a rich blacksmith, that's for sure. Oh, wait a second.
Like you to craft something for me, would you?
I wonder, can he just fix my stuff? And it doesn't look so. Yeah, right there. Just repair it. It looks like most of this stuff would need some kind of repairing, as you can see, unfortunately. I really don't want to repair everything, so I'm just gonna leave it be for now.
So long.
With the heft of my hand and a mighty cry, I pound steel and
Let's move forward now and visit the medic stand.
Dry emergency and import. I must speak to you.
Okay.
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
But I can guess her symptoms.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivian shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
The sound might not have been as strange as you remember. Notice anything else unusual?
Notice any other strange behavior? Additional symptoms?
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that.
Sound might not have been as strange as you remember.
Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Anything else you can tell me about her?
Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivian, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
Okay. Tell me more about this tourney.
This tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize. And more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivian.
Agreed. But first, let's talk about my reward.
Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I'm no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand?
How much? 500 is a lot.
Agreed. That is an amount I can indeed muster.
Agreed, you got me curious.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Target practice.
Marksmanship. Feel I need to do some shooting.
Come with me.
Okay.
The
Well,
marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
let's see. In the north,
Hit the red targets!
I was killing monsters for 20 coins. And now... I don't get it with what? Hit the targets with who? Okay, I see now. Oh, I found it finally. How many targets does he want me to hit there?
Wrong target! 1 point for your opponent.
Okay. Now I see. I need to...
Once more?
Sure, let's do it. Be glad to do some shooting.
Gladly give it another try.
So, I need to hold my scroll. And then I can see this ball to target with. And so it seems that's all.
Once more?
No, that's enough.
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
Combat training.
Be nice to swing, do some footwork, work up a sweat.
Very well. We shall practice infantry combat, one-on-one. Each knight opts for his own method. Rainfarn, for instance, fights halberd in hand. Come with me.
Okay. Let's run.
You will team with other knights to fight. The clash simulates a true skirmish during battle. Come the end, you shall fight a duel. It will determine your place on the podium. I always liked the duels the best, but now I can think only of my Vivian. In the end, it is good you will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time. Stand at the center of the training ground. A knight will approach and challenge you.
You need not ask me twice.
Okay, these look like proper Nilfgaardian troops.
She is very unkind. For the duchy! For the Duchessa!
As you can see, this fool has a shield.
Shit.
And that will surely make things so much more difficult. Now, without my magic, killing somebody with a shield,
I expected you to do well, but not that well.
It proved to be very difficult. Practiced enough.
Think I've seen enough. Sorry to be blunt, but the simplest Witcher contract demands more skill than this kind of combat.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
I trained enough, let's go.
Trained enough, I think. High time we saw to your Vivian.
She's not mine. Not yet. Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
So, go to the inscription tent and enter the tourney. Where is it? We had so many of these horse races that it's perfectly fine if we won't practice it. As you can see, the south is much more developed, it's much warmer than the north. What's that all about? It looks like these are the people that are going to compete.
A return to traditional values and morals. That is the remedy for Toussaint's problems, not two swords.
As you can see, this flaming rose armor is just light armor.
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Or leather armor, to be precise.
Naturally. We must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia.
What a surprise.
Or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of two crests. Which do you prefer?
Okay. I'll be Sir Ravix of Forhorn, but just for the turn. What do you learn about Ravix of Forhorn?
Ravix of Forhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the ducal archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right.
What about the Geralt of Rivia?
Kinda curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahir and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river.
Well, you know what? I'm going to choose Geralt of Rivia because that's how exactly everybody knows me, and that's how for the last 2 expansions and the main game we called ourselves up to this point, and we'll keep calling ourselves like that.
I'm Geralt, not about to fight under a false name.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
Sure. The challenges, tell me about them.
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Okay.
Convenient.
Let's talk about the prize.
Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy. Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith. Her illustrious highness had it brought all the way from Nazaire.
Wow, what's that about?
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
I know all I need to know.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
Okay. That's interesting. I swear on the Heron. I swear on my lady's love. I swear on her illustrious highness Garter. Better not make any vow.
Don't feel like making a vow.
Custom allows even for this possibility. May
That's
the
good.
gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms. That is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Okay.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
Thanks a lot. I look like a proper soldier right now. Plated armor, full metal jacket, Look at those legs. Oh my god. Yeah. Now that can't be cut.
I was a wolf.
Even with an axe.
Right, Edgar clans.
Look at this, baby.
Get them while they're up. Spiral
These people are so much more different
Against the beast.
than the ones we used to fight. Alrighty. It seems that it's going to start now.
Geralt, well, I'll be... Have you decided to turn knight errant?
All jesting aside, here on a job. You in the 22?
Am I? Ha! I shall square off against Renfan of Atre. I saw him just moments ago, a nervous wreck, stuffing his nose with fish steak, no less, as if that would aid his determination.
Guessing that's against the rules.
But who's to tell the Nilfgaardian what to do? Listen, Geralt, I've a tip for you. The timing of your marksmanship duel is such that you shall have the sun in your eyes.
Makes no difference to me either way.
Nor will it give you any pleasure. Since, as it is, we must both wait, play me in a round of Gwent. Should you win, I shall swap with you. To me, a southerner, the sun is no hindrance.
Not now.
Thanks. Another time, maybe.
Ha! You've denied me some diversion, but at the least my eyes are in for a treat. Lady Vivian should appear shortly.
Lady.
Fair knights, I salute you. The honor and duty of tourney patron have fallen to me this year. Fight honorably, so that I may bestow upon one of your number the tourney's grand prize.
She's young.
You have sworn your vows.
Enough.
You have ready body and soul. The time has come to test them.
Behold Horm Akispark of the Mechtian royal line. His name's quite the mouthful, a true challenge to rhyme. His targets to be hit centrally and true are the ones in blue. Against him new blood, a knight unknown till now. Sir Geralt of Rivia, give us a bow.
Yay.
The targets he must with his quarrels thread are red. May the better man win.
May the better man win. I'm not a man, I'm a butcher. That makes me a little bit better. And so let's start this.
That stench.
Okay, so far I'm doing just fine. It looks like we were shooting other targets at the same time, and so the one that shoots them first wins. It looks like
Geralt of Rivia has trounced his foe, pounded him soundly, immersed him in woe.
Did I want something here? It looks so. Is that my
Your
reward?
prize, sir. A crossbow adorned with your crest. I congratulate you.
Thank you, my lady.
Oh, thank you, my lady. What are the other prizes?
Would you tell me about the other prizes?
Alas, I cannot devote more time to you than to the other combatants. I have duties to attend to. Forgive me.
Medallion hums when you're near.
My medallion's vibrating strongly. Can only mean one thing. Magic.
The explanation is disappointing, I'm afraid. The fragrance I use, it's mixed by a sorceress.
To lose to an opponent such as you is a victory of its own. Accept my congratulations as well.
Thanks.
I do.
Good work!
In the interim, I managed to determine which tent Lady Vivian occupies. Perhaps you could find a clue within it.
You're right. Vivian's cursed in some way. Sensed it when she opened the tourney.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Let us go.
Let's do it now.
Yeah, let's go now.
And so, I want a crossbow.
This is her tent. You must look inside. Search it. I shall hoot like an owl should someone approach.
These people here, they are so much richer. It's incredible.
Clothing's all dark green and yellow. Seems Yen's not the only one with a fixed color scheme.
Thou hast dove's eyes within thy locks.
Then the ones in the north.
Thread of scarlet.
Hairs and salts. Used to make compresses.
Okay. Have something else. Note. Bought some stuff.
Oriole feather. Vivian keep a bird as a pet? No sign of it here, if so.
Alright.
Claw marks, that's clear. Not sure what beast left them, just that it's big. Bruxay tend to be fond of birds.
And so that's all.
Someone approaches, quickly!
You were supposed to hoot.
We shall speak later. We must return to the tourney now. It's time for the second contest.
Sirs, what seeks you in my lady's tent? Inspiration? Be gone from here.
It looks like we got off easily this time. If Shibon rat everybody. And
The flower of chivalry.
Keep calm. Stop no approach.
wow,
Get it. Fresh and wholesome.
the gods, man. They look like the Spanish conquistadorians or something like that.
Behold, gallant knights and ladies decorous. Gaze at the host assembled before us. Look upon chivalry's best and most storied. Come from far lands, here to seek glory. Hear now their names as I shout them aloud. Savor their titles, of their presence be proud. Calmarin, the Baron of Longfall. Lilas of Metina. Rainfarn of Atra. Hom Akaspark of Meicht. Donimir of Troy. Guy de Boisfren, in service to the Duchess. Delwyn of Craigiau. Count Tai of Dondal. Ansay of Lyria and Rivia a prince.
There are so many of them.
Geralt of Rivia. For Gregoire of Montgorgon, let out a roaring cheer. The faint power of silence, Tawny champion from last year.
Look at that armor.
Today's winner of contests, his victory to secure, shall face Sir Gregoire in a challenge severe. Does ignorance demand a bard intercede? Does someone need telling how tourneys proceed?
Yes.
Yes, I do, if you please.
Ere the suns from the glass retire.
Any chance you could say it normally?
None at all. Ere the suns from the glass retire, and hearty toil your steeds does tire, neath all the gates you must guide your horse, and each of 5 targets strike with bolts. Each dummy felt adds more sand to the glass, and each true shot bolt repeats the task.
Yep, All clear now.
How dare you enter a tourney for nobly born knights? Your knighthood came through the grace of my mother Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rifia, whom you treacherously deserted mere days later. Your presence here is an offense to my honor.
And yours is an offense to my eyes. If you're done, step aside, Prince.
The tourney's protector, the mate Vivian. Her beauty entrances both beasts and men.
My heart's greetings, dear knights. May my grace guide you and show you the path of honor, valor, and glory. Accept my wishes of good fortune, sir, and devote all your strength to the tourney, and only it.
The time has come for you, Sir Knight. Mount your steed, swift be your flight. Ladies and gentlemen of lineage illustrious, soon steeds shall swarm like ants most industrious. To beat time's passage they'll ride like the gale. What a sight to behold, what a lark, what a tale!
Unfortunately,
Forest Geralt from Rithia come, fast as the wind, bright as the sun.
I didn't know that we'll have to shoot somebody. Mounted combat. Holding down an attack button will trigger a slow motion mode, which makes it easier for you to strike a target. Geralt will decide for himself which side to attack from, based on your enemy's location. Mounted marksmanship. Holding down the aim button will trigger a slow motion mode. While this mode is active, Roach will maintain her speed, so you don't need to hold down the caliber button.
And he's up! With
So,
a thunderous roar, who pounds the ground? No
let's
legion of
go.
comets could make such a sound!
I still don't know exactly what to expect because I never took the training, and I never took the training.
Hey there.
Solely because
Where does the snake keep its paws?
I thought
Slow now.
Master Witch.
I thought it's going to be so much easier, you know. Okay, let's move forward. Now at least I got the idea of what to expect. So there are a bunch of dummies on the side. As you can see. Oh no, it didn't hit it. Come on, hit it. It's not gonna be that easy, is it? Okay. I wonder if it's going to be just enough to shoot it. And that's it. Okay. Done. Extra time has been added. I'm not sure how exactly this is going to work. Can this be? No, we need to shoot it. No, I mean, we need to cut it. Shooting it won't do any good for us. At least we can shoot that. Okay, let's move forward. Now I'm slowing down the time. Done. Okay, let's move forward. And I'll have to choose one of these two paths, so I'm going with the right path. I see goats blocking our way. Oh no, I finally almost missed this. Let's go to it and kill it. Done. Let's move forward, time has been added to us. That's good. It's important not to miss any of these. Done. That's going to give us some more time. I'm for a second time choosing the right path. Now we'll have to shoot in. done. And we still have some more left. Oh no, I will have to turn around. As you can see, these are super inaccurate. Like as inaccurate.
Richard!
Oh no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. It bugged out completely. That's it.
A failure, a loss, a tragic tip. Let us hope with its sword he makes no such slip.
Come with me to the feast. We shall await Vivian together, wine in hand.
Lead the way.
Well, I say it bugged out, but obviously I just had to do it a little bit differently. At least the game, the mission didn't stop.
So, any thoughts on Vivian?
Her beauty's striking.
That is not what I ask.
Still too early to say anything I'd be willing to stand behind. Found some clues. Got me wondering if your beloved Vivian's not a Bruxa.
A Bruxa? You mean a vampiress?
Not sure yet.
We've still some time before Vivian arrives. Let us drink.
Thanks. Why not?
To Vivian, may you find the means to aid her.
To Vivian.
When I first laid eyes on her, I finally understood what all those poems and ballads were trying to say.
Love's not poetry alone. Sometimes it's prose. Sometimes it's just plain ugly.
You say that only because you do not know Vivian as I do. A life with her would be sweetness itself.
Actually, you don't know her all that well either.
We should look at that.
Your presence at this tourney is an affront to my honor. I demand satisfaction.
What do you mean?
Head to the nearest brothel then.
Coward. Mounted combat in the main arena. I challenge you.
Great, fine. More than willing to fight.
Since you insist, I'm all yours.
You shall bitterly regret deserting my mother's army once I'm done with you. May the blood I will spill wash away the stain of your cowardice.
Let's get this over with. Quick.
3, 2, 1.
Let's do this.
Slower.
It seems to me that I can't leave the horse, unfortunately. Bam!
Never learn.
He got a really nasty hit there, if you think. Boom! Now that should turn him off for a while.
For reasons unknown except to them, the gods have chosen to punish me with defeat. But do not think your cowardice will be forgotten.
Damn it, you still going on about that? Need to clear this up once and for all. Had to abandon your mother's camp back then because someone else needed my help. Badly. Couldn't refuse them. Didn't want to, in fact.
You mean to say you had a secret mission, set off to accomplish it, having vowed to tell no one of its nature, until you did?
Something like that, minus the vow. And, I'd still rather not divulge the nature of my secret mission. Can you accept that as justification?
In agreeing to duel, you proved yourself a true knight. Thus, I accept your word as that of a man of honor.
Glad to hear it. Now I got work to do.
And so we did it. The Turning Grounds evening.
my heart swells to behold this beautiful celebration of valor and honor, and to witness you, who embody the chivalric virtues in your lives, strive for greatness. Yet, after a time of combat must come a time of peace and respite. Thus, I invite all who fought in the tourney to this feast held in your, and none other's, honor. And should any among you crave solitude, private tents await you nearby. The group melee shall take place on the morrow. Glory shall be within grasp for each and every one of you. The best among you shall have the honor to face our reigning champion, the famed Gregoire de Gourgon, victor of last year's tourney. Celebrate, make merry, revel as you will, yet be mindful of the trial that awaits you tomorrow.
And so I'm waiting for it. Hopefully I'm going to win it. And Witcher expects that she's a vampire, I guess.
Follow her. We shall meet in your tent before your last contest. You must help her.
Okay. Confront Vivienne.
That grey dome scoundrel ever see
That looks like sex. Where is she?
Strange. Was sure I'd find her here. Vanished. Melted into thin air. And that bird. She a Bruxa?
No, it can't be that.
Flew off. Worth going after.
Okay. Let's go after the bird.
Looks like the bird's leading me somewhere.
Or not. It looks like I don't need my horse. I can run as fast as the bird can fly. I can see it. That's good. Roach came to me too. And soon I'll encounter a panther. Let's move forward now. Another panther. Hopefully that bird not going to lead me into a trap. And so it flew to the wrong direction that I was running, unfortunately. Let's go forward now. I see another of these panthers there. Level 34, that's quite tough. Done. Well, it's taking us quite a while now. This shouldn't take that long. And it looks like
Bird flew off over the hill. Might be quicker to pass through the cave.
we'll have to go into the cave now.